Hey everybody, how we doing? And today is October 31st, which means it's Halloween. So happy Halloween to everybody. Hope you guys get lots of candy, and make sure you brush your teeth because you only get one set. But anyways, I'm gonna fire up the H here. I got a hitch ball to put on it, and I'm gonna hook the trailer up to it and park it out front. Kind of make it look like a little hayride deal. But just trying to get ready for some trick-or-treaters, and I think in this video we'll also do the giveaway questions towards the end. I still got to write them and figure them out, but let's get the H fired up. I haven't started it in quite a while, so it should pop right off, but we'll see. Here, let's even do this. It's probably not a good idea. The sun will be in your eyes. Let's go this way. So first thing we got to do is turn the fuel on. Pull the choke. Set the throttle about halfway. Make sure it's in neutral. more, and then we'll hook up the trailer. you pretty much just saw it. Turning off the fuel. So we added the side rails. I got the lights mounted on it. Fenders are mounted on it. It's a 6x8 trailer. Not bad for a little backyard project, but I'm going to get ready to start handing out candy, and we'll continue this video a little bit later. Hey guys, how's everybody doing? It's a couple days after Halloween, and I didn't really get to finish the video that I started because I got wrapped up in a couple other things. But this morning on my way home from work, let's see, tomorrow's deer opener, so I guess you guys probably know where this is going. But this morning on my way home from work, I had my own experience with deer hunting, and here we are. Smashed my car up, I guess, or the deer smashed my car up. So that's something I'm gonna have to figure out. I'm gonna have to rebuild it because we only have liability on my car, and that's not gonna cover any repairs. So we just figured it wasn't really worth putting full coverage on a $1,500 car, you know. So I'll have to hunt around and do some thinking on, or some hunting for some parts at junkyards and see what I can muster up. I still got to try to get the hood open on this thing and check out the radiator and make sure it's okay, but I'm sure I'm just going to replace it anyways. But yeah, it's like I can't catch a break, man. First the poison ivy, then I got the infection, and then I got, you know, my dog had to be put down, and then I got metal in my eyes, and now this. So it's like, man, what the heck else is gonna happen? But anyways, I just wanted to give you guys a quick little sneak peek into what I'm dealing with today, you know. But anyways, it's just a car. I'm fine, you know. I'm lucky the deer didn't come through the windshield because it almost did. But yeah, other than that, I'll the next part of this video will be the giveaways, so stay tuned for that. It's coming. I just seem to keep finding myself getting wrapped up in other things, and now this. So I'm gonna try to figure this car out quick, start tearing it apart. I guess I could leave the camera rolling for that for a little bit if you want to see that, but that's next on the agenda. So let me get some tools together, try to get this freaking hood open, and then go from there. Alright guys, well, we've got a lot of this thing torn down, and I actually drove it to a guy's auto parts store right down the road. He specializes in GM parts, and he actually got started by parting out these old Pontiac Grand Ams. So I took a drive, it's just a couple blocks away, so I took a drive down, and he hooked me up. He actually had a white hood sitting there, and I got almost all the parts I need, actually. So I got the upper support for the headlights. I've got that. I've got the two pieces for the inner fender well. Fender, it's red, but red is better than no fender, so it's in pretty good shape. The bottom's kind of rusty, but that's alright. The one that I took off was rusty too, so this is a new headlight, or a used headlight rather. I got the lower radiator support. He just gave that to me along with the inner fender wells. I got those for nothing, which was awfully nice of him. This is my old headlight. This is the fuel pump resistor. He also threw that in because he saw that the one I had was bad. So really the only thing I got to get now is the bumper cover and a new battery, because that darn deer pushed the upper radiator support back into the battery and cracked it. So, but I should be able to hook a slide hammer on this radiator support because it's pretty much all tin, and just slowly pull it back out. And I was talking to the gentleman that owns, by the way, it's called Tobin's Auto Parts. I was talking to him and he said, just get a ratchet strap and hook it to a tree and ratchet strap that thing forward. It'll pull right forward. So I might try to do that here with one of these trees in front. But yeah, I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I got all this stuff for 120 bucks. So that's way less than what a deductible is going to cost. But yeah, we're making progress. Not bad for a couple hours worth of work. You know, I'll have a red fender on there, and I don't think I'm going to fix the door. I think it's just going to stay just the way it is for now. But you know, it's got a big dent in it, but everything works fine. You know, the window rolls down, the mirror works, so can't argue with that. And I see the eventually I'd be willing to bet my windshield's gonna break, because the hood pushed right into the corner of the windshield. But yeah, we're making progress. So let me I'm gonna see if I can't get this thing straightened out with a ratchet strap. I'm gonna hook onto a tree and see what I can do. Alright guys, so here's what I got rigged up. It's strapped around the tree, got it hooked on the radiator support, and with just a few cranks I got that sucker pulled back straight. So I'm going to keep the tension on this right now. Let me give it a couple more. Whoop. And then I'm going to try to slowly get that back down where it's supposed to be. See if I can adjust the camera so you guys can see kind of what's going on here. I gotta try and straighten out some of these mounts. Some of them got kind of bent up, so try to straighten them out as best I can by looking at the other ones. Ain't gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be darn close for backyard mechanic. I gotta try and straighten this hood latch out. Let me go get a crowbar. You guys can kind of see how this hood latch is pitched. It's pitched this way. I gotta try and get that so it's back straight up and down. So let me grab a crowbar and see what we can do. Just got to be careful that I don't ruin the latch here. Let's see, how am I going to do this? Actually, I know what I can do. Work smarter, not harder. Let's see if I can pull it straight with the strap. There's one side, I think. Well, let's try pulling on the other side here. Well, that's pretty straight. See how the hood works. Not too bad. I think I gotta maybe adjust the hood back a little bit, but or I gotta continue to pull this forward. Let's try that. See, because the issue is it's hitting on this, the front of this latch. So let me try pulling from a little bit lower. That's not going to work. Maybe right here. From the other side now. Sorry about that. I might have to adjust this latch rearward. Alright, let me grab some tools, I'll be right back. Alright guys, well, we've got everything somewhat adjusted. You know, once we get the fender and everything on, we'll have to readjust it anyways, but at least for now, everything's clearing, so that's good. Kind of a jack of all trades, I guess, but I'm going to pull this thing in the garage, and I think that's all the work I'm going to do for today. I got to put some eye drops in, and it's it's supposed to be rainy for like the next 5-6 days, so it'll be a good project for me to work on in the garage while it's raining. But yeah, it's not horrible, you know. I think the pictures and the damage looked a lot worse than it actually was. So, to tell you the truth, I think this car will probably run better after I've fixed it than before. So, here's hoping anyway. But I'm gonna get this thing back in the garage and go from there. So, we'll next segment will be the giveaway. Hey everyone, well, it's a few days later again, and I'm giving you a little update. As you can see, I got my car back together, so that's good. Replaced the front bumper cover, both headlights, the hood, the left front fender. It's got a little damage here, but not a whole lot. The left driver's door assembly. So all that I pulled from the junkyard, and I managed to find a Grand Am that they just took in that was all white and hadn't been tore apart yet. So worked out pretty good for me. I got all the parts used, and I got pretty much all of that done for about $300, which is much less than what it would cost me on my deductible if my insurance would have covered it. But since I only have liability on this car, it wasn't covered anyhow. So from there, I got to give another quick shout out to Rudy. He gifted me a couple things here I wanted to show you guys. If you can see it, I'll have to zoom in really close here. But this is a keychain from the Minnesota Prison Industries manufacturing company that was around the, I think this is an old probably combine or hay tedder or something of that nature. But this was a manufacturing company that was basically owned by the Minnesota Department of Corrections, and they used to manufacture all kinds of farm implements, and they were known as the Minnesota Prison Industries or Minnesota Farm Equipment, either one. But he also gave me, he also gave me a pocket watch chain. And this is a very, very old chain, I would guess from the turn of the century, 1900s. And many of you will know what this logo is. That's the Case Eagle. They called it Old Abe. He sits atop the world, basically, the globe. So this is probably an extremely rare item, so I'm going to find someplace cool to display this, as well as the keychain that he gave me. So I'm just going to set this here for now. I'll pick it up later, but I wanted to touch base on the snowblower. I got points and a condenser from Rudy, so we'll get that changed out. I need to order a carb kit. everything with the car kind of screwed up the process in getting this thing back together. But I think once I get the carburetor kit put in it and the fuel tank cleaned out, it's empty. I just got to clean the rust out of it and put a new fuel line on, and then get a new gasket for the sediment bowl assembly. So that shouldn't be too hard though. Once that's done, it's ready to go back together and test run. So that's that. Real quick, I want to talk about a friend of mine who was in a really bad motorcycle accident last week, and he's lucky to be alive. Lucky he was wearing his helmet. It was a brand new helmet, and essentially what happened was he was driving down the freeway and a car came across into his lane and tapped his bike, and he went down into the ditch and kept it upright for as long as he could, but he ended up tumbling end over end for a few hundred feet, so cracked his helmet clear in half, and he woke up in the hospital. So he's got a lot of injuries, and I've known him since, shoot, we played Little League football together, to give you an idea of how long ago it was that I met him. And his name's Jason, but he's got multiple broken ribs, both sprained ankles, his broken neck. They had to do emergency surgery on him and fuse some of the vertebrae in his neck. He'll be lucky probably to get feeling back in one of his hands, and he's a painter by trade. And you know, a lot of you guys that do physical labor type jobs understand that your body is your tool. So I set up a GoFundMe for him because he's facing a lot of medical bills right now, and among other things, keeping food on the table, just because he's a construction worker or a laborer. If he's not working, he's not getting paid. So it's a sad deal, but I'm going to put the link for the GoFundMe that I set up down below. And I know you guys have helped so much with Damian's GoFundMe in the past, and I just figured I'd reach out to everyone that sees this. And if you can't donate, if you've got social media, please share it. Just copy the link and put it in your social media. And if you can, help Jason out. If you can't, help him out by sharing the GoFundMe that I set up, because he could really use the help. So that's all I've got on that, and I hope he gets better fast and soon, and to the best ability that the doctors can do for him. So anyways, finally we're going to get to the GoFundMe, or not the GoFundMe, the giveaway. So let me get downstairs, I'll get on my computer and get your notepads ready, and we will start reading off the questions. All right? Okay guys, you ready with your pens and paper, or pencils and paper? I'm going to let you know the rules, same as before. I want you guys not to put in the comments below the answers, but I want to have you guys email them to me at the normal email address, and that's going to be kenny.kizzle, Kizzle, @yahoo.com, and I'll put the email address below as well. But 5 questions, well, may not be simple. I hope it's somewhat simple, but I just I wanted to do something that both has something to do with my videos, and then just some other interesting pieces of knowledge. So question 1, hope you're ready. Question 1, what year is each one of the 6 tractors that I currently own? So the Case SC, the Farmall M, the Farmall H, the Farmall F20, the John Deere A, and the Minneapolis Moline ZTU. I would like to know the year of manufacture of each of these models that I own. Let's see. Question 2. What is the longest running production tractor that John Deere manufactured? Question 3. What does the term OHV stand for? Question 4. What are the 4 cycles of a 4-stroke engine? Question 5. What was the main and unique characteristic about the Euclid crawler tractor? That's all I've got for you guys. Good luck. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tearing my car apart with me and going through all of the extended updates and in this video. It took a while to get back on track, but we're finally there. So yeah, good luck everyone, and I look forward to hearing from you. Good luck.